There are positive signals coming from the U.S., Israel, and the Lebanese government on the prospects of reaching a ceasefire between Hezbollah and Israel. But as far as Hezbollah is concerned, the conditions constituting a ceasefire may be a non-starter, conditions that even for Israeli officials may constitute the same. A coordinated effort between the U.S., France, the U.S. President Joe Biden's envoy Hochstein, who went to Israel first, then to Lebanon to share the ceasefire proposals, stating that the ceasefire was now within our grasp. He will then travel to Israel after meeting with Lebanon's parliamentary speaker, Nabi Berri, who has led the mediation on behalf of the group. Hochstein told reporters that he saw a real opportunity when it comes to this ceasefire to end Israel's onslaught, in essence. With the Israeli and U.S. motivation to reach a ceasefire proposal can only be indicative of Israel losing the battle against Hezbollah. Israel has not been able to secure one single village in southern Lebanon, showing how it has lost the ground war, which it knew it could not win. Furthermore, Hezbollah's new phase transition has included missiles that reach deep inside the occupied territories, with Netanyahu's residence targeted again, as an example. Yet, there are Israeli conditions that may have this whole thing fall apart. For example, the Israeli Prime Minister, he has made a demand that Israel would continue attacking Lebanon, even if a ceasefire was reached, to ensure, in his words, our security in the north and to keep Hezbollah from rebuilding. Isn't that another way of saying to continue killing Lebanese and Lebanese officials? He also said there was no evidence that Hezbollah would respect any ceasefire. Well, the U.S., he believes, in terms of the full implementation of a UN Resolution 1701, that's what they have said, and that's in agreement with the Lebanese government and Hezbollah, and the precise adherence to it with all of its provisions, which ended the last Hezbollah-Israel war of 2006, was what was in everyone's interest. Now, under this resolution, Lebanese troops and U.S. peacekeepers, for example, should be the only armed forces deployed in South Lebanon. If an agreement was reached, a 60-day truce would be announced. Lebanon would redeploy its troops when it comes to the south. 10,000 soldiers is what has been proposed, along with the UN peacekeepers, and Israel would remove its troops from southern Lebanon as well. Another Israeli condition to require Hezbollah to move north of this river that you see here, the Litani River. In terms of the distance, a minimum of 30 kilometers is what, again, has been discussed, about 20 miles north of occupied Palestine, along with its heavy weaponry. Now, these contentious issues still remain, of which you see here. For example, countries to make up an international committee to oversee the agreement's implementation, or the disarming of Hezbollah, and the matter of Israel's freedom to operate in southern Lebanon, even after it has formally withdrawn, along with Israeli unfettered access to Lebanese airspace.